Good morning. Oh my goodness, I was thinking about something to talk about and I realized something about myself. Oh dear. Have you ever heard the saying that carrying around anger or hatred is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die? Well, I, I've been sharing about how we create habits, not just habits in what we do, but also habits that cause us to have certain emotions. So, or certain reactions to things. And I was thinking this morning, it just came to mind. I once did business with a certain business that had me pay several $100s in tax, which was correct, but they were supposed to send the tax. I was moving to another state, and they were supposed to send it to the other state so I wouldn't have to pay tax in that state too. Um, anyway, I don't want to give away more details for those of you who know me, and because here's the thing, all right? When I was thinking about talking about this, I thought, and I'm going to say the name of the business so that people will know about this place. And then I realized, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Like for several years, I've been walking around basically feeling this resentment against this business. Oh, hey, good morning, Tracy. And I have felt justified in it. I mean, they did me wrong. They failed. They could have made it right, but they failed to make it right. I mean, even talking about it, it's like I get, and I realized, oh dear, here's something that I need to work on. When I think of that business, I need to stop and take a deep breath. You know what happens when you do that? It's sort of like the old thing about, if you get angry, count to 10. There's actually wisdom in that. People, didn't know the scientific reason back when they thought that up. Who knows how many years ago. But the reason is that what happens is when you are in your emotions, it's in kind of the back part of your brain. What you need to do is to somehow stop that emotional thing and bring things into your prefrontal cortex, which is in the front of your brain. Sorry, get this phone better so it doesn't fall. And what happens is instead of just responding to these emotions, suddenly you're thinking. So you can do, it's like stop, challenge, choose that I've talked about, or the 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. If you change your bodily position, if you stop and take a deep breath, sometimes even if you smile, if you just do something different, and it actually, even if you can't actually move your body, if you just say stop, that engages the thinking part of your brain. Anyway, when I felt like all knotted up inside thinking about this business, I stopped and took a deep breath and I said, oh my gosh, Sylvia, what are you doing? You always try to forgive, yet all these years you have not forgiven this business. And of course what goes on in, my head then is they don't deserve it, they wronged you, and this whole little dialogue going on, almost like, the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder. So what I realized is, I remembered that saying that harboring hatred or anger is like drinking poison yourself and expecting the other person to die. I am like, tensing myself up and carrying this around in my mind and in my memory. And it comes up from time to time. And oh my gosh, for my own mental and physical health, I need to stop doing this. I need to get rid of this. And do you know how you do it? Every time it comes up, as quickly as I can, I need to stop, engage my prefrontal cortex and say, okay, this is over. There's nothing that can be done about it. It is possible that even though the business could have made it right, Sylvia, that they were so kind of really disorganized and scatterbrained that in a way they may not have been able to say, oh, we need to make this right, and actually carry it through. So, I need to kind of reason with myself and let myself calm down. And you know what'll happen? If I do that every time, or as close to every time as I possibly can, eventually I will truly be able to forgive them from my heart and maintain that forgiveness. And you know what it'll do for me? I'll stop drinking that poison, expecting them to die. How many people are going to see this video? If I had mentioned the name of the business, you know what? Even if several hundred people saw it, how many of them even know this business? What would it have done? It would have made me feel like, they deserve this. I'm getting my revenge. That is just destroying me inside. I bet that this can apply to everybody at some level. And like I said, I didn't even realize that I had been carrying this around. Hey, Scott. For all these years, I've had this resentment. And because, they did me wrong. But I have a choice how to respond to it. And for my own health, mental and physical, I need to stop getting all, angry about it. And I need to continuously practice every time it comes up in my mind. Stop, engage my prefrontal cortex and think, and do good for myself. And also, give up the hope for a better past. It's past, it's done, it's over with. There's nothing that can be done, even if they decided to make good on it now. I don't know, if they gave me $500 that they charged me, that would be nice, but it's not going to happen, It's been years ago now. I need to stop fueling that. Prefrontal cortex. Don't drink the poison. So I hope that helps somebody too, because, it's helping me. And remember, you need to build the habit. It's not okay to sometimes resent, like for me to resent or feel justified and, being angry at them and feeling like I can, tell other people, it's not right for me to feel like I want to hurt them back. Why isn't it right? Well, right down at the very basic level, because it's hurting me. Okay, I hope this helps someone this morning. It helped me. Thanks for listening. And I'm at the coffee place. I'm at Just Love Coffee in Valdosta, Georgia. I'm going to drink my coffee. God bless you.